Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Apologies for that little at the beginning there. So welcome back to War in the West. Now, something weird is happening. Me and Axe both are not sure exactly why. But basically, what has been happening is we are not 100% sure, but for some reason, we aren't seeing each other's combat turns, which we obviously are not sure on. Feels like we should be. So if anybody is aware of what we need to do, please do let us know. Because as I say, it'd be nice to kind of show the combat turns and see what is going on. In the meantime, what we can see is we can see that it would appear that Axe has kind of fortified or at least managed to secure his beachheads in what you call it in Sicily. The Hermann division, it seems to be a little bit low on the old supply, or rather, is that morale? I always kind of get that. No supplies. It's got fuel. Okay. So generally, it's okay. Her morale is quite high, which is always handy. But the supplies is a little low. So we will look to kind of sort that out. So we're in our air planning phase. Now, generally, I don't actually think there's too much that I want to do. I'm kind of happy to almost leave it the way it was. Because, we are, you know, I'm kind of happy with how things went. Although what I would want to look at is not air doctrine stream. I want to look at maybe air, see what happened with the enemies and the allies in regards to their air. So what have we lost this turn? 370 vehicles for us. We clearly were attacked. We lost a Stug and an armored car. So I'm guessing the Home-Going Division was attacked again. The Allies seem to have lost nothing, which is rather annoying. Let's have a look at air losses. Again, doesn't really say. I mean, it's not 100% kind of with what is necessarily going on here. We lost a load of artillery, Italian coastal regiments. That's understandable. That's going to happen. So let us have a look here. Actually, let's look at the metrics here. Look at bombing. So victory points for bombing the allies have got a fair. Is that again? I can't with that. That's not what I need to look at. What I want to look at is this. So according to this, the allies threw 21,000 sorties last turn, and lost less planes than us, which is a bit worrying, really. Okay. That is kind of worrying. Okay. Well, we'll have a look and see if we can work out what the hell is going on in regards to combat. Because it does seem to be a bit strange that it doesn't necessarily show us what is happening. This is some of our night fighting. It appears that we are having our airfields bombed. We've got some partisan attacks as well. Yeah, there we had. That's during the day. So this is what I wanted to be careful of, getting into these combat with the allies, particularly during the day, because we are losing aircraft pretty significantly. So I will keep an eye on that. Now, in regards to air combat here, the city was bombed. This is by the RAF Bomber Command. They didn't suffer too many casualties through it, which is frustrating to say the least. He is also managing to get some mosquitoes to escort these, which is intriguing. Okay. This will be the Americans. Yeah, that's recon, and then there's some bombers. He tried to get some B-17s over here, and they are actually managing to make it without cover. What about in Hamburg? Okay. Taking a bit of damage. So we're shooting down a few. We're not shooting down loads by the seams of it. Not enough, put it that way. So we'll see if we can work out why the turns aren't necessarily showing up like we wanted them to last time. So let us go to map information. Let us go to here. So this is what we've got going on. I'm actually going to kind of keep this the same. I think this is perfectly fine for us. I don't really want to move what we're doing with the air, apart from up here. Clearly, things are getting drawn out. They're probably flying over these airfields to kind of attack us, which is not ideal, to say the least. Let us move these back. Just a bit away from, allied attackers. That is recon. They seem fine. Okay, we'll see what that necessarily does for us. Basically, if I see aircraft that seemingly have a decent amount of planes, I would assume that they're doing okay. If I see some that are like struggling, then that's generally where I think it's going to have that, they're going to have that problem. Now, if we look at this, we've got 3 pilots. Oh, they're only supposed to have 3 planes anyway. Okay, that's fine. What about you guys? You're supposed to have 40 planes. You've got 17 pilots. So these are flying A5s. There is currently no factories producing A5s. There is A6s being produced. So let us shift them either to A6s or to G6s, BF109s. So what's the difference here between these two? Slightly better cannons. So we've got 4 of the MG151s. They can carry pretty much the same amount of equipment. They've got slightly better guns, slightly slower, same max altitude, same cruise speed, so that's not really much of a difference. Yeah, there's not a huge difference here really. Honestly, it's just the fact they have slightly different guns, but we're at least producing these, so we will change them to that. What's that not changed? Oh, it's because I've just moved them this turn, that'll be why. So we'll need to remember that next turn. Now, is there any others that are kind of using aircraft that we're not actually producing anymore? This is always a good idea just to check. G2s, we do have a load of factories on them, so that's fine. So I'm not really worried about that. Although there was a load in air groups that do not. So things that were in BF F4s, I don't think we're producing these anymore. Yeah, so see, we've got no factories on these, so it's a bit daft putting them onto this. Now, we do have some Ju-88Cs as night fighters. We'll put these to G4s. They still can't change. I'm imagining it must be because I moved them this turn as well. What about these boys? Why are they not change? Let me change. Is it because they don't have the aircraft for them? Question mark. Yeah, I'm guessing that is. I can change those to Ju-88s. Alright, well, we'll wait on that because we need more aircraft. Fine. Me being dumb. Okay, so yeah, I don't really want to change what we're doing in regards to our air ideas, and what we're planning on doing. I think generally most places we did pretty well. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on execute air directives. I'm going to zoom out so we don't cause any issues for people. Again, not a lot happening. No, the Americans are trying to throw some aircraft at us, but they're not much kind of happening there. We got some interdiction, which is good. We'll have a look at that on the map in a moment. But other than that, no, it seems fine. There was a level of air superiority over Bremen. We lost 23 fighters, and for the Americans 6 on day 5. That's just not good at all. That's not good at all. Okay, so air recon levels pretty poor at the moment, according to this. Okay, what about interdiction levels? That's better. This is more important. So, as mentioned, the interdiction is really important in this game, because what interdiction does is it allows you to cause damage to enemy aircraft and things like that. Sorry, not enemy aircraft, enemy units as they're moving through. Why is it only showing it for... It's not necessarily only showing it for ground, but it is doing that a lot. Oh, there we go. So what they will do is they'll try to interdict along, certain areas. If they do get that interdiction, it slows enemy down and causes them damage as they try and move through. So it is pretty significant and pretty important to do so. Okay, cool. So let's turn that off as well. We can turn enemy hexes on and off. That gives us a good idea of what the situation is. Now, we do have some Italians here who look like they are pretty much battered. We do have the Napoli Infantry Division. I don't think they would do particularly well against the American 1st Division. Let us put the 15th Panzergrendiers together, though, and move the Italian Coastal Regiment. Just move you. Oh, you're static. No, I don't want to move that. Lose admin points. Oh my god, I keep clicking all the wrong buttons here. Okay. So that's the 15th Panzergrenadier Division put back together again, which is handy. Do we have anything here? Got some armor. Let's give them some extra infantry and some, anti-aircraft guns. So that gives them 75mm anti-aircraft guns. Better than nothing. What else did they get? Some 1,000 infantry who don't look like they're particularly ready for anything. And then some tanks, some pretty shitty tanks from the Italians. But hey, better than nothing. Their morale, their ammo is good. Units attached is fine. What about their morale? Morale's good. Experience is good. Supplies is just a problem at the moment. Same with the Hermann Goering Division. Now, we'll move them up as well. They can maybe cross soon too. But yeah, so long as we control the Straits of Messina, should be fine. Now, again, the Italian coastal divisions, they're all kind of static. There is a few that can move, and I kind of do want to see if we can do, some kind of damage to the Americans before they get settled, basically. But I think the problem is we don't have enough. So like we've got Livorno infantry here, and there is the a Ranger Force regiment there. How did that go for us? Yeah, see, not very good. We lost one gun and we only killed 2 infantry. Now they have got a lot of artillery, those Rangers. Yeah. 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 Ah. So we're trying our best. We're just kind of throwing whatever we have at them. which really is not going well. The joys. Okay, fine. Now, what we do also want to do is we also want to move the what we've got over here, the 90th Panzergrenadiers, move that to Caligari, sorry, and try and move them by sea naval transport mode. Insufficient port capacity. Oh. I can move the Stern Battalion over, or Stern Brigade, but that's because it is only a small unit. And what we got there, Fortress Brigade, well, they're going to stay there. Cool. So, what have these guys got equipped to them? Motorized Rifle Squad. Okay. Fine. They've got a 7 Wesps. Say 20 Stugs? Yeah. Sonderklappe like 10. 75mm infantry gun, okay. 150mm infantry gun. Okay, these guys are fairly well equipped, to be fair. We've got a Panzerjäger 38. Okay, okay. There. Like that. Can't have any groups assigned to them, but I'm kind of happy with that. We can move them down to where we need them. So let us put these guys on refit. Now, the second fortified zone, we set this up yesterday, or the last week, and you can see already it's got a load of stuff in here now. So it's got a rifle squad, it's got a fair few rifle squads now, 18 rifle squads. It's got 6 7.92mm anti-tank rifles. Don't ask me why it's got anti-tank rifles, but fair enough. And some machine guns as well. So 6 machine gun crews, as well as 6 81mm mortars. So again, it's not loads, but they are starting to get what we need them to do. And basically, if we put that all along the rivers alongside Italy, then that's going to do us a huge favor. Now, what we can do is we also get these relatively cheap because we're building ones next to them. So we're going to build these fortified zones across, and obviously, the whole point of this is to start making it difficult for Axe to get in here. Now, what we can also do is we're going to split the... Can I split the Panzergrenadiers? I want to split it down. Let's remove the support units and see. Now we can break it down. Nope. Let me break it down. Because I wanted to spread it out, but it's fine. Okay. Now, our one weak spot in this line is basically here. And in the fact that you can see that all of these are behind the river. So, I'm not sure what that river is. The Trigno. So we got the Trigno River here. Or, no, that's not the Trigno River. There's another river underneath it. And then we're going to move along to the Volturno River. But here, just near Campo Basso, yes, it's hills, but that is the weakest spot because it is hills without being defended by a river. Either side, near Volturno up to Castera, you can see that we've got, mountains and river again. So, and then what we'll do is we'll make yet another spot, another line here, and then we'll have a look and if we need to make another line even further north. So we will see what we need to do in regards to that. Now, let's just have a quick look at the garrison situation. Where was that? There we go. Southeast France still has a lot. So what I might do is see what's in Southeast France and start moving stuff to Italy just in preparation. Northeast France also has a fair few. So there is reserve infantry there. Okay. Now, again, not necessarily too much of a problem there. There is also another Panzergrenadier division down here. This is the 10th Panzergrenadiers. These are also fully equipped, pretty much. They also have tigers. Tigers and panthers, actually. So these could be fun to drag over. What's their combat value? Is it 27? Because these could be quite fun to drag into, what do you call it? Into Italy. To see what they can do. And try and hold those lines. We are going to need infantry in northern Italy as well. That's the only problem with this game. You've got to wait for them to move by rail. So if you're moving things from, one side of France to the other, then they come, it can be a bit of a nightmare. There they are. There they are. Right. Now, we should have had some units turn up this week. Georgian Infantry Battalion and the Volga Infantry Battalion. We also got some Romanian Night Fighter squads as well, which is pretty fun. Whereabouts did they turn up? They turned up in... Okay, they turned up in... Oh, are these assigned? Are these units that can be assigned as support units? Yes, they can. Okay, that's why. So, right, that's fine. Assigned to AP Corps. Alright. I'm not really too worried about that at the moment. Now, how's that changed our garrison? That would have come from southeast France. Doesn't necessarily say... Oh, that would have been southwest France. Fuck! I moved it from the wrong spot. Oh, piss. No. I need to replace them. Where is... I swear I saw... Okay. What a pillock. What an actual pillock I was there. I moved the wrong unit, so we're going to move the third Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division to Toulouse. That way, hopefully, it brings it up. It's not fully brought up. So it's currently at 37. Okay, so let's say we move... I don't know. Do we have a reserve infantry division? We do. Okay. These could probably march into Limoges, which would make it into southeast France. Okay. And there we go. So now that's better. So we're not going to get pinged for that. So I can never remember. Is it the first number that's the combat? Strength. I'd imagine so. Okay, now, Northwest France supposedly had a load. Now, obviously, I do want to keep Northwest France with stuff. I mean, there's 26 Panzer Division. That's probably why. Okay, no, I don't necessarily want to move those. What else are we due soon? Not a lot, really. At the end of the month, we do get more battalions, but these are battalions rather than anything useful. We are due the 1st and 12th SS Panzergrenadier divisions soon. But that's not for a few weeks until August. There is 3 more divisions coming in the middle of August. Okay, they might be being very quickly deployed down to, to Italy, depending on how quickly Axe gets moving. Because at the moment, don't know how much he's offloaded, so to speak. So it's one of those things of I don't necessarily want to work out and find out, so to speak. Now, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with those. If we've got Southeast France, still got a fair few. 66 and requires 45. I'm going to move the 2nd Fallschirmjäger Division. These guys are going to move down to Naples. These are going to be the guys that are going to hold Naples for me. 2nd Fallschirmjäger Division. That's going to be the plan with those. Again, we've got to wait for them to go all the way by a train. But they're coming. There they are. Choo-choo. So we'll see how Axe gets on with that. We'll have to see if we can assign them support units in a bit. I wonder, can I say Army Group C? Where is it? I click on them, I'll be able to find it. Okay. Can I assign units to this? I want to increase the support level, definitely. I can just assign a construction thingy. Right, that needs to have its highest supply priority. Because we're going to be dealing with that pretty soon. Okay. Now again, these guys are still attached to the 6th Army. I think it might be better if we attach it to something else. Ah. But they might lose that, to be fair. Still actually grabbed it. Be fun. Okay. Now then, that's the 14th Panzer Corps. What does that actually have to it? Okay. 15th Panzergrendiers, which we just saw. The Homegoing Division, the 16th Panzer. Okay. Now, what happens if I put supply priority? I can never remember if it's the lower number is better or lower the other one. We're going to go for that. It does have some air support if it needs it. Okay. I'm happy with that so far. Where's the 16th Panzer Division? Because that's always useful to know. Where? Where is it? Ah, it's hidden over there. Right. Again, head into the mountains. You know, get ourselves sorted. Needs tomorrow before it can offload. Right. Okay. So, so hopefully that should be enough to at least kind of get us dug in. If we look at this, Southeast France has still got enough. Northwest France has got loads. That's the big one. If we had any like any extra mountains, that would be very nice. Like mountain divisions, that would be extremely nice. But I don't think we do. Mostly we've got static divisions in. What you call it? There is a mountain division here, but it's 7 combat scores, so I don't really want to move it. Not until we can get something to replace it. That is, because again, that would be useful in Italy. So. Yeah, so, right, we will leave it there for the time being. So thank you again, as always, for joining us here. Please do remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for all the messages on the first, the first video that we uploaded. That's really, really fun and nice to see. But yeah, until next time. Oh, also come join our Discord as well, so we can have a chat if you want to chat about things in more detail. But until next time, everybody, have a very, very good day and a very, very good rest of your week. I'll see you soon. Bye.